Happy summer reading! Check out some awesome middle school reading recommendations for summer reading this year. All materials featured today can be checked out either physically or digitally from the Ocean County Library.
What do you do when you face the impossible? For 𝐜𝐴𝐤𝐵𝐤, giving up is not an option. When he is tasked with completing his own 12 labors of the mythical Hercules for a school assignment, he must conquer the unconquerable, but he learns that he doesn't have to do it alone. The Labors of 𝐜𝐴𝐤𝐵𝐤 is a powerful story of community, friendship, and the adventure that awaits all those who are brave enough to meet life's toughest moments.
The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea by 𝐒𝐴𝐤. Mina is a normal girl living in a seaside town in Korea. She loves her family, especially her grandmother and older brother Jun. When Jun's love is chosen to be the bride of the sea god, she jumps into the churning East Sea to save them. Her sacrifice leads her to the spirit realm, where she meets spirits, demons, gods, and magical creatures. She also finds out that things may not be as they seem. Will she be able to become the sea god's bride?
Dreamer by 𝐒𝐴𝐤𝐸, a graphic novel about a young Ukrainian, Nigerian, Canadian professional hockey player who traveled all around the world, experienced racism at every turn. 𝐬𝐴𝐤 kept dreaming. The book chronicles 𝐬𝐴𝐤 from child to adult during his hockey career.
The small island of Earth's End holds many precious things, including its sole inhabitants, 12-year-old Henna and her papas Joachim and Niall. When Papa Niall gets sick, Henna does everything she can to restore his health, and her quest brings her across the Gardenia Islands to seek a cure in the rare Nightwalker plant. Henna and the plant will need to grow up fast before it's too late for Papa Niall. The Girl from Earth's End is a fantastical, heartfelt adventure as Henna grows the courage it takes to bloom.
Thieves' Gambit by Kavion Lewis. All Ross Quest wants to do is make some friends, but that's difficult to do when your family business is high-stakes thieving and your mom insists that you can only trust family. When her mom is kidnapped during a job gone wrong, Ross joins the Gambit, an international thieving competition. She is up against the best of her peers in order to win a wish, her mother's $1 billion ransom. Will Ross come out on top and save her mom?
Different Kinds of Fruit by Kyle Lukoff is about Annabelle, a 6th grade student, expecting the year to be the same as every other year. But there is a new student named Bailey, and Bailey is intriguing and different and non-binary. Annabelle learns about a new community and finds out her father has been a part of this community his whole life, a secret he hasn't shared with Annabelle until Bailey started coming around. Being friends with Bailey has given Annabelle a chance to question things. And together, Annabelle, Bailey, and her family discover how categories boy, girl, gay, straight, fruit, vegetable aren't so clear-cut.
Birmingham, Alabama, 1963. When public life is divided into black and white, there is little chance for 11-year-old Rufus and his family to live a full and fair life. When adult participation in rallies for civil rights are dampened by threats of losing their jobs and their homes, sparks of change are hard to ignite. But Birmingham's children are ready to fight for their rights, even if it means they have to skip school and defy their parents to do so. Join Rufus and his friends into the heat of the action for equal rights in We Were the Fire.
Lunar New Year Love Story by Jean Luen Yang, illustrated by Li Wen Pham. Val used to love Valentine's Day. She and her imaginary friend, Cupid, would make valentines for her classmates and father. On Valentine's Day in 9th grade, it backfires when a student rips her card and throws it away. Her father is tired of it too. Val uncovers her father's secrets and starts to hate her favorite holiday. She learns that her family is cursed in love. On Lunar New Year, she sees lion dancers and it changes her life. Could she have her own happily ever after love story?
Mexikid, written by Pedro Martin, is a non-fiction graphic novel about a young boy named Pedro and his family of 8 brothers and sisters. The whole family takes a Winnebago to Mexico to bring their grandfather back to live with them in an already crowded house, which makes Pedro a bit upset. The adventure-filled road trip is full of humor and a bit of heartache, but Pedro finally makes a connection with his abuelo, and he is happy to have him live with them in the United States.
Petra Peña wants to become a storyteller, just like her abuela, but her life is quickly becoming stranger than fiction. Just before a deadly comet strikes the Earth, her family boards a spaceship that will put them into a deep sleep for hundreds of years. When Petra awakens in 2441, her family is nowhere in sight as she faces a shocking new reality ruled by the sinister collective that is nothing like the world she left behind. With all of the odds against her, what will become of the last cuentista?
Wrecker by Carl Hiaasen. Valdez Jones VIII, also known as Wrecker, is a high school student trying to keep up with virtual school, his part-time job, and his family during the COVID-19 pandemic. When on his boat in the Florida Keys, he spots some men up to something shady. They pay him to forget he ever saw them, so of course he's suspicious. He also spots them at his part-time job cleaning a tombstone at the cemetery. While trying to avoid these guys, Wrecker gets pulled into some criminal dealings he wished he never knew about. Can he bring these men to justice?
Emil and After, a historical novel, tells a story about twins, Emil and Nisha, whose family try to rebuild their lives in Bombay, India in 1948 to escape danger of a new border between India and Pakistan. As a mixed family of Hindu and Muslim, they must hide their Muslim connections in their new home so they are not ostracized. Emil feels uncertain and lonely. His sister Nisha suggests to draw pictures of their journey. Emil is excellent at drawing, and drawing helps to calm him down when he gets anxious. Emil finds hope in his chaotic world through helping a friend who is down on his luck.
When Anna Hunt arrives at her new middle school, the first thing she learns is that Rachel Riley is a social outcast. But why? Just last year, she had friends and seemed pretty popular. Anna's going to get to the bottom of this, and when she starts asking questions, the more it seems that everybody is keeping secrets. This page-turning social mystery is filled with curiosity, courage, and the spark of hope that things can change. You'll never believe what happened to Rachel Riley.
Stateless by Elizabeth Wine. It's 1937 and tensions are rising in Europe. In order to promote peace, the Circuit of Nations Olympics of the Air race for pilots under the age of 21 is held. Stella North is the only female contestant and wants to prove herself to be the Flying English Rose, as well as hide her past as a Russian refugee. When she witnesses a participant use their plane to crash another into the English Channel, they need to find the culprit. When evidence points to Stella, she needs to prove her innocence.
E.L. Sheen's Maybe It's a Sign is about a 7th grader named Freya June's son, whose father recently passed away. She lives in an apartment with her older sister May and her mother. Freya is struggling to keep up with her interest in viola playing, but doesn't want to let her dad down. She is always looking for signs from her dad to see if he approves of what she is doing. Sometimes she sees little red birds and thinks that this is her father's way of telling her he's right there and that she's doing the right thing. But then she panics and runs away. Will Freya be able to work through these feelings and know that her dad is okay with her decisions? During the class, she gets paired with Gus for home economics and to create a 3-course meal. Freya learns she has a passion for baking and not so much for playing the viola anymore. Will Freya have the courage to tell her mom and the music teacher she no longer wants to play? Will she follow her passion to bake for the contest?
Looking for more reading recommendations? Check out our podcast, Waves of YA, where librarians get together to talk about our favorite book genres and titles. You can also check out the Teen Zone on our website, theoceancountylibrary.org, for more reading recommendations. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, all the titles we mentioned today can be checked out either physically or digitally from the Ocean County Library. Happy summer reading!
Support public libraries. Like, share, and subscribe for more great videos.